Okay guys, now I'm just south of downtown in Old Salem. You've got the Old Salem Coffee Pot right here behind me. This is just a historic landmark here in town. A lot of people come back here for photo opportunities and things like that. That is the Callidium Children's Center and Museum. A lot of really cool interactive games and things like that for the kids to mess around with there. Science experiments and things, other things to do inside as well. They also have Callidium North, which is obviously, as you guessed it, part of the city, but lots of cool things for the kids to check out in there. I know I've taken my son there before. He's absolutely had a blast. Had a kid's birthday party there before. As we keep going, right over here, you know, this is Old Salem. And as I mentioned before, the Moravians settled Old Salem in the 1700s. So you can continue down here for, it's about a half mile or so. Salem College is down there as well. You've got period time actors who are portraying what life was like back then. We've got a really famous bridge right there next to the Old Salem Visitor Center that a lot of people get holiday photos with. And you can actually live right here in Old Salem, right here on Main Street. This one's listed for just over $1 million. If you're looking for something that's very historic in town, this is the place you want to be. It's a historic district though, so you have to keep with construction that was at the time and match things as closely as possible. So they did a great job with this one. Still down here in Old Salem, every Saturday you can come out here, just like the sign says, from 9 to noon, and they have the Cobblestone Farmers Market. Again, just a lot of local vendors coming out here and selling everything that they've been growing in their gardens, local crafts, things of that nature. They've also got communal gardens here within Old Salem where you can come plant, grow things. You can see the Wachovia building in the background, so that shows you how close we are to downtown. Really, Old Salem is very connected to the downtown area. We're only maybe a half a mile away. Really cool old historic architecture. You still have a lot of storefronts that are managed and operate on a daily basis. Old bakeries, restaurants, things like that, where you can see how things were done in the time. If you've got somebody who's a history buff, they would probably love this. I brought my grandmother here when she was still alive for the farmer's market one Saturday, and she just ate this up. So we got the old cobblestone sidewalks and walkways, water pump. Right up here, this is actually Salem College, which is an all-girls college. Just another piece of the history here. But this is a very popular area, especially in the holidays. You know, people want to come check it out, feel like Christmas, be transported back in time. And we're right up here to Salem College, celebrating 250 years next year. That gives you an idea how long Winston has really been around. It's a town with a lot of history. Very quiet in here, you know, very safe to bring your kids out. Another Moravian star. Big here in this city, guys. So you'll see them all over the place. This gives you an idea of all the different diversity and variety here that we have in town. You know, you've got the uptown condo living. You can come right down here to Old Salem and get yourself an extremely historic home from the late 1700s, early 1800s. It's one of the cool things about being here, and feel like two completely different areas right now, from being downtown Winston to here in Old Salem. But, you know, again, we're less than a half a mile. So where do you get things like that? You know, you have the baseball stadium right there at the end of 4th Street as well, right there on Broad Street. So lots of different things to do within a small area. Cool little place to come hang out, spend a weekend. All right, guys, I told you we were gonna go ahead and check out the bridge here at Old Salem. If you've lived here, you've seen a million of your friends take engagement photos here, graduation, whatever the case may be. You can see why this area is so popular around the holidays. You just don't find things like this anywhere you go. This is a place that you don't just forget. So, I mean, I don't know how many times I've said it today. Like, we have so many unique little experiences here within our small city that I would love for you to come and check it out. I know your family would probably love to come and check it out. There's just something for everybody. So definitely stop by Old Salem when you're here in town. It's just gonna transport you back 200 years in time, and you get to see things that you don't see on an everyday basis. All right, we are now down on 4th Street. 4th Street, you're gonna find most of your restaurants, bars. When people tell you they're coming downtown, most of the time this is where they're talking about. So we just had an oyster bar. We got a little cocktail place here, Charm Thai. Linville Team is a big commercial real estate firm here in the area. Pizzeria, ice cream. Jimmy John's always selling those free smells. Nobody knows what they're talking about, but they advertise the hell out of their free smells. You know, Friends had Central Perk. We have Washington Park down here, so they have Washington Perk. Coffee shop, little small grocery, anything you can need right there. Aperture Cinema, you're looking for some old school, some different old school video movies in a small theater. Go over to Aperture, check that out. And you got Mellow Mushroom right here. Mellow Mushroom, great pizza place. Everybody likes it down here. Got a bunch of different things. My favorite, they took it off the menu. You can still get it though. It's a red skin potato pie. They no longer have it on the menu, but you can still ask for it. It's awesome. Bars and restaurants here. Bowles Tavern's been here for quite a while now. There's lots of people who, lots of younger folks who like to come check that out. Rec Billiards. Want to come down, have a couple drinks, play some pool. Rec Billiards is a good spot to go do that. Young Cardinal Cafe is a new restaurant that a lot of people have been buzzing about. I myself have not been yet. I'm gonna have to go check that out here. As you can see, plenty of construction still going on in here in town. Just left and right downtown, trying to provide some more housing because, like I said, 10 years ago, it was very, very few people living downtown. This is all kind of new for our city. So by revitalizing Bailey Park, by changing all those loft downtown apartment, rundown tobacco storage centers and textile mills and things like that, upgrading them to these nice loft style condos and apartments. Now people want to be downtown. You've got that great green space down there and everything else. Now we just gotta have enough places for people. That's the hardest thing. Just like everybody else right now is inventory. But they're doing a lot. They're building a lot of new spaces. You've got Chill Nitro Creamery, Garner Foods, Yamas Mediterranean Street Food. They're fantastic, so good. It's one of my favorite places to go. Right here, you've got Footnote Coffee and Cocktails. They were the ones that you'd see in grocery stores and everything else before a lot of these other breweries were even in business. So Footnote is more of craft cocktails, and they focus more on the food too, small parties, things like that. It's a great place to bring a group of people, say up to 20 people who want to go ahead and check out a cool little spot. Footnote's a great spot to bring them. We talked about this, Foothills. Foothills Brewing, the original brewery right here. If you don't drink, that's okay. You can still go there and have a good time. I believe it's Thursday night trivia there. You can go hang out with your friends, have an enjoyable night, whether you're consuming some of their beverages or not. It's a cool spot. We have tons of variety of things to do, but it's not this massive, overwhelming undertaking that you are just gonna be like, oh my gosh, where do I start? Come right downtown, park. Again, parking's usually not an issue. Some of these spots you have to pay for, but there's always a place to park. I've never come downtown and not been able to find a spot. All right, guys, thanks for sticking with me today. We are gonna wrap up our tour right back down here in downtown in Bailey Park. I figure it's a fitting spot because, as I mentioned multiple times today, a lot of these other businesses that have come and are doing well and thriving here in our neighborhood now have come downtown because of the rejuvenation of the Bailey Park area. You've got Piedmont Leaf Lofts here behind me. If you're thinking about moving to the downtown area, that's going to be a great option. We already passed by Traders Row earlier in the Arts District. That's another great option for you. Again, if you're looking to get into those, probably, baseline about $500,000, but those prices fluctuate. Make sure to reach out to me if I can give you a bigger list of what's available currently at the moment. But just remember everything that downtown has to offer. You've got, Wake Forest Medical Center right there back behind us again. Leaf lofts, all this terrace landscaping, all these downtown concerts here in the summer and in the fall. This is just a beautiful place to be. If I can help or be of service to you, please reach out. All my information is in the comments below. I'd love for you to check out the rest of my videos. Make sure to go ahead and subscribe to the channel, click the bell to get future notifications, and have a great holiday season. Take care. Talk to you soon.